After dumping very hard to 68k literally and randomly, Bitcoin pumped right now from 68k all the way higher to 71k. I'm going to be talking about new trades and also new expectations on Bitcoin, whether we'll be going higher or lower on Bitcoin, because currently we are still technically range bound. We have been range bound for almost now 2 months within Bitcoin. We've been literally moving across or moving within a range from 65k, 64k to I'd say 72, 74k. However, pretty interesting, I may say that Bitcoin yesterday and even today, yesterday we saw something that doesn't usually happen, which is actually a drop that occurred on the Sunday open rather than the Monday open. We clearly saw Bitcoin dump very hard. However, what usually goes very hard in one way can also go as quickly on the other side. We literally saw Bitcoin drop to 68k, and on my last video, I know guys that I stopped making videos and live streams for the past 3 days because of the holidays. However, the last video was actually talking about potentially looking to long 68k. Why? Because obviously on the higher time frame, 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see that using the good old volume profile, we were hitting the POC. The POC was the level of interest to my own trades, and we clearly saw Bitcoin just drop very quickly from it. We lost, as I said guys, whenever we lose the value area high, which was 71.5, we can be expecting a rotation lower. We saw the move lower from 71.5 all the way lower to I'd say 67.5, but then also hit the zone where we said that if somebody's looking to long, again, I wasn't trading, so I did not take a long here. So, or at least I would be happy if some of the champs did take a short from the top or even a long from the bottom, because that would have been an amazing long trade just taken at the hit of the POC. However, we got the NY session opening very, very soon. And as you can clearly see on the lower time frame, guys, if I delete the volume profile and I go to the 30-minute time frame, Bitcoin is currently hitting a sort of important major resistance area, and also locally an important one. We got the daily, we got the NPOC, we got the anchored VWAP, basically representing the downtrend that was started from I'd say 76k. So from the drop that was started here, Bitcoin is majorly important here at the pivotal point. We either at the NY session we either get the move upwards, so we reclaim this zone, we get above 71.5, we get above 72k, and that could be pretty important for Bitcoin, even potentially becoming bullish on the higher time frame. However, if Bitcoin was to just hit the zone, so we fail to reclaim, and we fail to go above 72k, 71.5, this could be just a fake out of the top, and then we can rotate much lower. Obviously this would be something nice. I could be looking to short this specific zone. I haven't yet shorted it, but this could be a viable short once the NY session opens. And also for anybody who's looking to long, obviously with the Monday and also Sunday low looking very nicely, we could be looking to long a fake out off of the low, which is currently sitting at 67.3, or obviously if we dump much lower than 67.3, we don't see a good reaction off of this low, we could be also looking at 66k. So again, for those that weren't watching us on a daily basis, I want to overemphasize, and I think we cannot put an overemphasis on this, is how important it is for Bitcoin to either reclaim 71.5 or not reclaim it. If we are able to actually reclaim it, that would be amazing and bullish. I could signal a reattempt, again finally attempting to go above to 80. However, if we again fail to do so we hold down the anchored VWAP, we hold down 71.5, and then we go down to take out the low that was put on Monday, today and Sunday. So we go back lower to the value area low. Only if, and again guys, this is not a prediction, but just merely an analysis of whether or what can happen if we lose a certain zone. So if 66 or 65.5 is lost, we could be actually finally going to 60k to take out all the liquidity that was taken or put on the flip side, on the lower side, similar to how we've done it multiple times on the other side, on the top side. So I'm not saying that Bitcoin is bearish. However, if we fail to reclaim 71.5, we start going back to immediately drop below 68k. Be at least mentally prepared to retest 65.5 for either a long or most likely a drop. Once we lose 65.5, we get more bearish, expecting 60. Again, this is not a prediction, but just a thing we have to be very, very, I guess, prepared for, guys. Thank you guys again for being legends. Again, we are back at our regular time. We got the NY session opening in literally 26 minutes. However, again, I haven't taken a trade. This looks nice. I mean, technically, it is nice. The only reason why I haven't shorted this yet, for those that maybe could be, I guess, questioning it, is because of the NY session. So, and I was also going live in a matter of, an hour or two. So I just decided to wait. And I guess if I was to shorten, or I guess short now, I would like to do it with you guys. Hopefully you didn't miss me much, guys, with the, I guess, with the 3-day long. I mean, it feels long to take a break from the channel. Thank you guys for showing up, and thank you for being here. Again, for those that maybe somehow, some way found out about the channel in the past, let me say a month or so, then this is actually the regular time where we go live. I know that we have been going live literally at the middle of the night. Thank you guys for, I guess, enduring the pain with me, and also for showing up at a random time. However, hopefully this is something that won't, I guess, happen again, unless I travel or something, then maybe. But again, like I try to always do them at the NY sessions. Thank you guys for being legends. Let me start reading the comments again. Sorry for, I guess, the very sloppy introduction. I'm just getting into the flow. I haven't seen the light at the office, this specific office, for a good while now. So I guess that is a good thing to, I guess, see. Give me a second. Let me delete the volume profile. Yep. So again, I also, by the way, I had done my analysis on ETH, and ETH could have offered also a similar kind of amazing short. Again, like if somebody was on it and like they were prepared to take it, you could have shorted this, and it looks amazing well. And also, like, we dropped a lot. 4% is technically a lot. And I mean, on Bitcoin, it would have been also a viable short. Like, had you caught like a fake out off of the anchored VWAP, you could have ridden it all the way lower to like 69k.5, took profits, and then now you are in a profitable trade. But again, I didn't take it personally. I would have preferred this pump to happen on the NY session. That would have been like an immediate, obvious trade to take. But again, we got the NY session in 24 minutes, so the time is in our hand. We don't want to rush things. Thank you guys for showing up. Again, for those that are in the US, you are getting the prime time of watching me in the morning with the NY session open. Even if you're in Europe or Asia like I am, then I mean, that's how we usually should, I guess, trade. It's better, to be honest, as a trader, to be, I guess, to free your time up during the evening. I do understand it's not the most convenient. Like if I was as a professional trader, I would prefer, to be honest, to do it in the morning, but it actually like offers me time to do other stuff. So again, not to rant, guys. Let me read the comments. Thank you, Toad. Thank you, Baytacy. We got Action Tours. Eid Mubarak. Thank you. We got Wayne the Legend showing up. Nuno Balsky, he took the short, amazing, took TP1, so thank you. That was what I was referring to. We got Seshko, Joao, Biro, glad to see everybody here, guys. Thank you guys for showing up again. Biro, thank you. Likewise, brother. Balsky too. Salam, let's go, champ. We are printing. Let's hope for more prints, I guess. Hamad, how you doing? Thank you. Likewise, I took an amazing long on Bitcoin. Reclaim, amazing. Yeah, you're the man. Again, guys, let me see who longed 68. Yep, I do understand that wouldn't have been the easiest long, but had you taken it like on a higher time frame scale, it would have been a viable thing to do, to be honest. Like, let me see where the NY session opened. Again, I haven't traded this, but Monday open at 4 a.m. here, obviously my time, and then like you could have like saw this Monday open, waited for the reclaim, and then put the stop loss below the low, and you could have, should have. It's easy for me to commentate on it, but I guess some of the champs have taken the long, and I would be happy if some did. Or at least if somebody didn't take the long, hitting the 68k, hoping that somebody took the short off of, or going to 68k, because we've covered, again, I was away for 3 days, but luckily the chart didn't move much. It only started moving, I guess, on the Sunday open, so 24 hours or 30 hours, 35 hours from now or ago. And that was pretty much covered on the last video and the live stream, where I said that if Bitcoin just holds down this 71k, we can be rotating lower, and then the closest zone of support would be here. So again, I'm not trying to make it seem as if I know everything, but thankfully, like Bitcoin has been pretty nicely moving, or have been has been moving pretty nicely. Yeah. Sorry guys for not being able to order my sentence as well. I also seem to have a sore throat. I just found out now because I wasn't talking much during the day. Champs owes me. Champs owes me. I did say we'll get a retracement at 69k and go up. I mean, I'm happy for you. Again, guys, trust me. If somebody says something, I wouldn't remember, and also I wouldn't care. The reason why I don't remember is because I don't like giving, or I don't like people like, and you know me, guys, the champs members. I mean, thank you. I mean, I know you're saying it half jokingly, but again, it's not useful for somebody to give me a prediction. Oh, we're going to be dropping and then we're going to go up. I don't care, and he shouldn't care. Also, looking slick today. Eid trim. Thank you, Hamad. Funny enough, I didn't cut my hair, but it looks nice, so thank you. But thank you for thank you for saying it looks nice. Phrase, thank you, brother. I'm doing quite well. The sound is off on my end. Anybody else? It could be my voice, guys. And also, by the way, Dubai is very rainy today. I barely made it to the office, only for you guys. So I guess that goes for you. We got Maggie, Talbot the legend, fresh cut. Thank you, Salam. I'm happy for you guys to think that it's fresh. It is not fresh. It's very, very, I guess, non-fresh. But I make it work. Your haircut is looking amazing, brother. Thank you, guys. An Italian mafia boss. I'll get it hopefully cut in a better way, and that way it sticks and stays out for a while. Allahumma barak. I see loads of your Instagram reels on my For You page. What about posting on TikTok? I do post on TikTok. Not me personally. I have a nice agency, a nice person. Shout out to Laith for like doing all of those stuff. Again, like I delegate everything but an hour of my time to every 2 weeks. So he's doing, and they are doing everything, him and his team. But thank you for like liking those stuff. And again, he also posts them on TikTok, but they're not as famous. My Arabic TikTok is big. I mean big, like 15k or something. The English one, for some reason, didn't like blow up. And again, I don't care much, to be honest. I just do it for the fun of it. I enjoy it, to be honest. I almost got the long off. Should have caught it, to be honest, after we reclaimed the POC. Again, that was what I've said. NY Open looking, it might be very spicy. Yes, that's my hope. Still nice, comfortable in a short. Amazing. Let's see what Talbot has to say. I'm still in a short from 75.2 and also long from 68. Amazing. Let's see, move my stop loss to entry. Again, that is like the prime position for any champ in our community, to be holding a short from the top, a long from the bottom, and then like enjoy the NY session and hopefully like make money either way. And that is like something that I always get comments about. Not always, but again, if a negative comment was to be written, and that's very rare. Thank you guys for being amazing. From a new viewer, it would be about how could this person be profitable on potentially making money on both ways. Just because I'm sometimes, and a lot of times, where I make videos and I'd be saying that if Bitcoin goes up, I'll make money. If it goes down, I'll make money. It sounds a bit confusing. It sounds maybe annoying for those that are new here, but that is, I guess, the reality. Like those that know would know like how nice it is. Eid Mubarak all. Thank you. Again, guys, thank you for having and writing lots and lots of comments. I think I'm only halfway through them, but let me read them very quickly. Took the whole month off and only at a glance here. Glad to see all the OGs here. Thank you, Khan. Thank you, brother. We got TD4. Welcome back. Thank you, Salam. Renata, again, the legend. Ahmed, NY session is in 85 minutes. No, it is in 17 minutes. The time or the hours have moved. So, again, they didn't technically move. They just do the summer saving time, whatever that is. So, I guess for us, time seems to have moved. For the NY East Coast, I'm not even sure if they do it in the West Coast. Maybe Wayne can tell us. But again, like their time doesn't change. It remains to be opening at 9:30 a.m. New York time, Eastern time. But for us, it seems like it changed, and it's nice, to be honest, because the time change makes the live sessions and the live streams that we are holding every single day, encompassing and also like covering most of the NY sessions. So right now, I've been live for 18 minutes, and we are only 15 minutes away from the NY session. Had they not changed the time, like if you guys remember back then, we usually just cover 15 to 10 to even sometimes we don't cover the NY session because it does conflict with my Arabic live streams, and also it's very hard for me to like stick for 3 hours just to cover 30 minutes of the NY session. Yeah, time changed a couple weeks ago. Yeah. ETH currently rejecting. Exactly. Thank you, Biro, for mentioning and stating all those true facts. Yeah, it did. Yep. Hi, bro. What does Exo chart say? I'm facing some issues with Exo, so I guess we'll be, going without it today, and let's see whether we make money or we lose money without it. I'm pretty sure I have to update it. Yep. I wish I could write a comment during live stream so I could start my write-up right now with timestamps, but I might start writing things down right now already. Yeah, again, like a YouTube comment. Yeah, again, thank you, Action Tours, for writing an amazing comment. You're actually the first person that I ever, or the first comment I've ever, again, maybe I didn't pin you. Did I pin you? I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. Or maybe that was on the live session. Bear with me, guys. Hold on. Yep. So again, I think you are the first comment in my whole career of YouTube to get pinned, and not my own comment to be pinned. If you know, like I usually pin the WEEX link and everything, but you know, this time I pinned actually Action Tour's comment because he had done a wonderful job of actually like summarizing with timestamps like the live stream. So again, kudos to you, brother. That was an amazing, I guess, summary. Not, I think, to be expected every single time, but whenever it's done, it's highly appreciated by me and also hopefully by everybody here. Thanks, bro. I did short May 3K. You're a legend. I longed 68 and exited again. Okay, so I'm happy for those that longed 68K based on it being a POC, but again, you shouldn't have exited fully. Most of you guys just take profits and run. You fail to understand that we aren't trying to maximize the success rate. Again, like as a trader and as a profitable one, if I go head to head, I'm not going to go ahead, but if I was to go head to head with a unsuccessful, unprofitable trader, they may actually get a higher success rate. By that I mean that out of 10 trades that they take, they could be winning like 7, whereas sometimes I win like 4 out of 10. So you'd assume, okay, oh, this is the failing trader, this is the profitable trader. But it's quite the opposite. It's not necessarily a thing. It's not a total correlation. I mean, obviously it's correlated with your success rate is correlated with your profitability, but not totally, not 1-to-1. Because for me to achieve a higher success rate, logically, I would have to close and book profits early. But I'm not trying to do this because obviously with somebody who's literally winning 7 out of 10, not obviously, but there's a higher correlation with this to also him or them having a higher loss as a nominal value. So 3 out of 10 losses would most likely cause a lot of, I guess, losses. Hence why this exact trader is higher likely to be an unprofitable trader. Again, guys, like I know that it's easier said than done. I know that it's something that even if I repeat 10 times, you wouldn't be able to change it quickly because it's an emotional thing. But just keep it at the back of your mind that you aren't, or you aren't successful truly and fully until you learn to maximize long-term profits and you actually stop closing trades too early. But thank you. And I'm not assuming about you. Maybe you have a strategy that requires you to close it. But again, I would have loved anybody who longed 68 as given and as spoken about in the last 3 days to take profits, but not fully. Yeah? And even not take profits. Again, guys, maybe you shouldn't have taken profits because we are still retesting the resistance. So maybe just take 50% once we lose it. But again, it's easy said than done. So, but again, thank you for being a legend. We got Chris Banks. Good morning. Bitcoin keeps bouncing from the last level of support, and that is nice. Like, again, guys, I've said this. I think the last live stream. It may seem, and it is boring to, I guess, the normal investor to get Bitcoin quite literally ranging for the past 2 months. But for traders, I don't want to, I guess, go back and commentate again. But if somebody watched the last live stream, I went over like the amount of easy trades that were offered in the past 2 months. Again, obviously that doesn't mean, oh, like me going back in retrospect, anybody should have taken those trades. But I'm just saying that the trades that were mentioned, again, like by me, not trying to brag, but I'm just saying, like, if you were just focused on the trades that were given by me, the success rate of them, again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are making lots of profit, because as I've teach you guys, or as I've shown you guys right now, that even if the success rate is high, you still need to keep trades open for you to make a lot of money. But again, it being a little correlation between them, the success rate of the past 2 months was very high. And I guess my viewers, Ramadan time or even outside of Ramadan, they would have known this. So again, I'm only saying this not to brag, but to just quite the opposite, tell you that this is not the norm. Bitcoin is usually much harder to trade than it had been or has been for the past 2 months. Yep. So hopefully most were able to turn a profit. And again, you turning a profit in the or for the past 2 months does not necessarily make you a profitable trader fully. Like, don't take it as a stamp. Just take it as something that would help you whenever you lose or have a losing month. Sorry to rain on your parade, guys. What do you think of a short? Right now, I'll wait for the NY Open. Yeah, but it is a viable thing. Yes, I took the long. Okay, so thank you, Biro, for being a legend. You've been missed, champ. I hope you had a wonderful Eid. Thank you, Murad. Thank you, brother. Action Tourist. He longed 67, then got stopped out in profit. When I went to sleep, I was using high leverage, so I was defensive with my stops. Again, like, I know, I'm pretty sure you know what I would have said or I would be saying here, so I'll let you, you know, tell it to yourself, or say it by yourself. Thanks, bro. I made 3K on the short. Amazing top or toop. Setup looked easy enough, to be honest. Fair enough. It's gonna moon 100x. I was personally waiting for 1 week lower, but I shouldn't have clearly. Yeah, fair enough. Nice conversation, bro. Don't stop this. Thank you, Wilton. Thank you, brother. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I see you commenting, and I'm always more than happy when I get new faces to the fam. Welcome, brother. Thank you for appreciating the educational side. It's a very rare thing, and that what makes us, to be honest, special as a community, is that even though we aren't the flashy, big Lambo, I guess, community, we are focused on making it happen, and making this a skill that would be, making us money, I guess. Yeah. Again, I'm just checking up on the free trading course for those that are new here. Everything is for free. Whenever I'm not live, you can use that time to watch the free trading course. Again, I'll hopefully be adding to it. I stopped. Let me see when was the last video. Literally 3 weeks ago. So again, I do understand I need to add more. Yep. And those videos, by the way, are only because of your comments. So hopefully whenever somebody asks me a smart question, I'll cut it up and put it in the playlist. Again, there are many comments, so give me some time, guys, to read them all. Hello, Ahmed, all the champions. Thank you. Yep, back to the regular schedule. Thank you, Thup, again. Thank you, brother. Smash the like. It's for free. All right, let's focus. So what we looking for? Short to lose the daily. Okay, so again, for me to look for a short, I'll wait for the NY Open for me to probably like make a better decision. But I'll probably would love for Bitcoin to pump higher, fake it out again, and then see the daily loss. So yes, if I was to short, I would be waiting for the 70.4k level to be lost or to get lost. If it doesn't, so let's just assume that Bitcoin just keeps on holding higher. We hold this low, we continue higher, and we go above 71.2. I will avoid longing or shorting, but also I wouldn't long, obviously. I will never ever long a breakout, but we could be seeing something that has happened multiple times, which is the easy rotation, as I like to call it. Whenever and it's very simple, but it's very effective, guys. Effective, you know it. I think most guys should know it, which is like how easy sometimes whenever you notice a pattern of like easy movement. So notice how like Bitcoin back then. Let me make sure it's visible. Yeah. So we had moved from like 71 all the way higher to like 72.8 very quickly, and then we lost 72.8, dropped back below to 71. Again, we went above 71. went easily higher to 72.8, lost 72.8, went back below to 71.1. So this pretty much sums it up for my, I guess, outlook, which is like if we were able to reclaim 71.2, we could be easily pumping to 72.8, and then this would be the range, this would be the zone for me to potentially look for a short, maybe as a little scalp play, but on the higher major time frame, it wouldn't be a very safe one as a swing. Like I could be taking it because that would maybe signal putting a lower high before going lower. But again, if I was to short as the zone between 72.8 to 74, that would happen, and that would mean that I'm shorting after, or after breaking out of the value area. So remember guys how we said that it is very important to understand that right now, and I've said this in the morning, but I repeat again, which is, hold on guys, let me delete this. Yeah, so I've been saying that just because the range is literally a stack clustered I guess zone of like price action where we didn't move much, and it's literally a range that was formed for 2 months, yeah, or took it 2 months to form. The volume profile, POC and levels of volume aren't as important as the whole value area in general. So what I mean by that is, like, look at this. If I dig deeper on the volume profile, yes, 68k remains to be the most important one, because let me show you guys, it is technically the highest node with quite a big difference to the second and the third highest zone. So yes, it remains to be important. I'm not saying it's not important, but other than that, let me put it back on. Yeah, other than that, look at this. It's literally a block of volume between like 67 to like 70k or 71 even. Yeah, so it's not that helpful to be putting a volume profile on a major higher time frame as I've done here. But what becomes more important is the whole zone itself. So by zone I mean the value area. For those that don't know, the value area is just the zone between the value area high and the value area low. So whenever you use a volume profile, you will get the blue lines from the I guess from the boundaries, so from the top and the bottom, and that would basically represent that whatever is in between is literally 70% of the volume. So we do understand that by putting a volume profile within the section of the chart, whatever is in between here is 70%. Those little wicks only represent in total 30%, so a negligible amount. By that I mean, and the whole rant, what I'm trying to get at is that if Bitcoin was to go above 71, it is bullish. Again, bullish does not mean you randomly long. I will never ever allow you to long the breakout, but from a perspective of understanding the macro view, you would want to know, or you have to know, that whenever Bitcoin is trading above 71.5, it is leaning bullish, yeah, and is more likely to go higher. Whenever we are trading below 65.5, it is more likely to go, more bearish, and it's more likely to go and drop lower. Again, this does not mean I'm saying that you want to short this and long this. I'm not this kind of person. I'm against doing this. As a professional, I will never ever do this. However, that would be helpful in 2 ways, 3 or 4, multiple ways, which are, I think everybody should have gotten used to it, but for the new viewers out here, let me quickly tell you what, like, how can you make money or avoid losing money, which is more important than making money, by understanding when it gets bullish and when it gets bearish. Let's just say, let me use the bullish example for now. So right now, let's just say that Bitcoin goes above 72k, and Ahmed told us, which is me, yeah, Ahmed told us not to long. So what should I do? Again, if you have a long from lower, again, this is just a guidance and a compass for you to understand how to understand the market. So if I'm holding a long, for example, last video and last live stream, which was 3 days ago, I told you that you could be long in 68. Many of my viewers have done that. So let's just say you're holding a long from 68. You want to understand that it would be stupid of you to close the trade fully after going above 72k. Yeah, so that is how it's helpful. So again, that is one kind of people. Those who have longs would understand to keep them open while above this zone. Yeah, Second thing is that those that are looking to short should be very cautious to randomly short any sort of pump here. So that's how you can avoid losing. And that is also as important, if not even more important than making money or longing. And third, I guess, third kind of people, those that would understand the bullishness once we go above 71, but they don't go randomly longing, so not random longing, but they can be, for example, seeing Bitcoin hit 74 and they start looking for trades within a little retracement that is within the whole bullish I guess sentiment or bullish zone, if I may say. So let's just say Bitcoin, I mean I've said this before, but let me repeat it. So sorry guys for being a bit sloppy with talking, but let's just say Bitcoin goes above 71.2 and Ahmed starts saying that we are again, I've said this before, we are likely to go to 80. This is not a prediction, but you can be smart about it by holding in case we go to 80. So you hold the long, you avoid shorting in case we go to 80. And if Bitcoin goes like to the middle of the prediction zone or the I guess the outlook zone, you can start looking for lower time frame trades somewhere, or I mean lower. Obviously I cannot exactly tell you where because price action has not formed yet, but with the teaching that we are given, hopefully with me making videos every single day, or at least somebody who's watched the videos would understand how to find longs, my viewers would know, so how to find longs, and then hopefully ride it all the way higher. So you can join in late without necessarily buying the breakout. Most of you guys are failing as a trader because you literally buy the breakout and the breakdown. You see the loss, you short, you lose. You see the break up, you long and you lose. Again, I don't want you guys to be losers. I want you guys to understand that it is much smarter to look for longs at the dumps and hold, and look for shorts at the pumps and hold. Yeah. And if Bitcoin was, again, like that is the name of the game. If Bitcoin chooses somehow, some way to go above 71 and skyrocket immediately to 80, and you don't happen to hold the long from lower, well, my friend, it's fine. Like that's the name of the game. You shouldn't feel entitled to make money on every single move. If you didn't manage to catch a long when everybody was scared, you shouldn't be long in the breakout, because trust me, even though it may work once in a while, it is stupid from a risk to reward perspective as a professional to be longing when it's pumping. Anyhow, guys, sorry for focusing on something that is quite different, but again, I do understand that it's very important to repeat. I know that I've said this quite a lot, but it never gets old. It never gets not important. But again, let me go back to reading the comments. All right, let's focus. I read this. Gus stopped out on my long when I was asleep. Fair enough. Hopefully in profits or at entry. Hi, I disconnected from the channel for 2 to 3 weeks and managed to stay on break even, maybe even small profits. For me, good result after 6 months. All thanks to Ahmed. Thank you, Robik. Glad to see you back in the channel. We missed your name being part of the comments, so thank you, brother. Misho, did we short the fake out? I think you mean did you, or did I guess, I didn't short it, but some of you guys have done it. Ahmed, the price went below the POC and then came back above the POC. After going back above the POC, I took a long and put a stop loss. Is this a quality setup? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're talking about 68k. If you've done this, then you've perfectly executed it. If you're referring to a different POC, I'm not sure. You can maybe refer me to it or tell me which POC we're talking about here. Because again, guys, the POC is just the line, the red line, whenever you pull a volume profile. It's not a universal thing. Is free for TPO. I'm not sure what you're talking about. It was a very short summary, but I plan to make them complete ideally. Thank you, brother. Daylight savings time for all states except for a couple of states 1 hour earlier. Thank you, Meta. I didn't know that. I knew that, but I didn't know that it's like only or it's like mostly all states. Ahmed, yes, I forgot. In EU we changed few weeks later. Yeah, I think so. Like for some reason, I do have a friend that lives in Malta. Maybe they do it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong here, but It's very confusing, to be honest. I don't like it. Bitcoin is ZZZZ, or Bitcoin is sleeping. Come on, I mean, sleeping. I mean, if this is what you call Bitcoin sleeping, then I would take Bitcoin sleeping any day or any time of the day, I guess. Looking at shorting the RSI, I don't trade the RSI. Again, I have lots and lots of videos about it and how I'm hating on it. Again, but if you are profitable with it, go ahead. Again, quick reason, because this is the first time I see, I guess, you comment. Thank you, Aiden. But the reason why I hate on the RSI is not because I have an agenda, but it's because it's literally a static indicator. So, but what I mean by that is, like, even if you look up what the formula behind the RSI, you would see that it doesn't like literally make sense. Like, again, you're saying, or not you, but the RSI says it has overbought and oversold. Yeah. For an I mean logically, for an indicator to tell me, or to indicate, that's the job of an indicator, to indicate when an asset is overbought and oversold, shouldn't it have, I guess, at least input as data from, I guess, like exchanges? Like, how can you tell me if an asset like Bitcoin in this case is overbought when trading view is not even connected data wise, volume wise, to any backend of any exchange, if you know what I mean? That's why I hate on the RSI. It's a famous, easy to use, beginner friendly, kind of fake indicator that probably stopped working back in the 1990s. Maybe back then it was a professional thing. Now, trust me, again, I don't want to like hate on something that you're using, but I would tell you just to be open for change. Yeah. Test a different thing, and maybe you can let me know. I've shorted, that's not me talking. Harish or Harshith is saying, I've shorted, I have a short positioned at 72.4. Stop loss at break even. Should I wait? Yes, I'll tell you to maybe take profits if you see this zone reclaimed. So anybody who has a short from higher, you can be smart by not closing, but maybe taking profits, a good portion of it, if this zone is reclaimed. Yep. Again, we got the NY session open, by the way. Has been open for 6 minutes, but Bitcoin hasn't moved yet. Let's see. Maybe we can fake out the high and then do this. Yeah. I need EXO. It's not working now, but we'll go with it. But where do you think this bear market will bottom? Not looking for exact price, just your opinion. Again, I'll give you the answer out of fun for entertainment, but I will also make it a point to make you guys understand that I'm a trader. So my job for my own self, and also like the reason why I start trading what I'm sharing here, is to teach you guys how to trade, and for you guys to try and hopefully turn a profit and make a living out of opening and closing trades. My goal here, and I do understand that it's pretty confusing because my name has crypto in it. I talk about Bitcoin, I trade Bitcoin. Some may think that I'm the kind of person to be talking about the geopolitics stuff and like my guesses and my top 3 coins to buy and whether Bitcoin will bottom out and what do you think about the bear market. Again, I can give you my opinion out of, I guess, for fun, but it's not something that I necessarily have a like strong knowledge about. And I also question the share predictions. Like, what do you mean? Like, nobody knows, and I'd much rather tell you I have no idea. But I guess, come on, the way I put it is like, I'd be surprised if Bitcoin goes below 30k. That's it. I have no idea. Bear market, bull market, I don't care. I don't believe in those terms. I have no, I guess I'm also an investor into Bitcoin, but my primary, I guess, care for Bitcoin, my attention for it is only done to make money. Like, I own more stocks than I own Bitcoin, and that tells you how much, I guess, I don't hate Bitcoin, but again, it's not something in my age for my net worth to be putting most of my money into it. Yeah, I'm not hating on it, but I'm just saying. But thank you. Hopefully the answer was a bit helpful. I know my answers are very boring and like very, I guess, long, but I always say that I'll tell you what I think you guys need to hear, not what you want to hear. Greeting champs. Thank you, Tom Brav. How was your celebration? It was pretty good, to be honest. Again, it's not as good as whenever I have it in back in my home country, but it is also a lovely, I guess, time to have with the family. I longed a little wick at 69.8. It's all good for now. Okay, so I'm assuming you longed the retest off of 70. It is viable, but hopefully, like, you didn't do it out of like gambling or for gambling reasons. Like, if you were truly looking at the scalpy time frame, so if somebody had the 3 minute, 1 minute time frame open and they saw Bitcoin like go and cross 70k, yes, it is obviously valid to be waiting for the back test and the fake out of 70. Yeah, but trust me, I'd be surprised if you had done it like for technical reasons, not for gambling reasons. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. You could be right, but thank you, Stevik. You're a legend, absolutely. Is reclaiming the value area high bullish? Yes. Where do you put your stop loss once we fake out 71.5? I would, again, I'm going to be with you. So if we do this, I'll hopefully decide in front of you. But it would be probably in the vicinity of the top, I guess, or of the wick at the top. The volume is low. We can easily pump to 80. Yes, I mean, that's true. Walaikum salam Ali. Thank you. It's open. Yes, it is. We got, brother, hold on. We got Yaz. Thank you, Wayne, by the way. I mean, I didn't catch this straight. That's that comment. Trump is tackled. The war is over. I mean... Ahmed, on your chart, there are red weekly and daily lines. What are these exactly? Okay. Weekly and daily pretty much means, I'll say it for the daily. The daily level is just a level where one day is closed, the other day closed. On the third day, if those two first days had opposing colored or opposite colored candles, then that would be a line called daily. Yeah. So pretty much like green closing, and then hold on, and then the close at the top, and then red closes. The third day, this is a daily based on the previous 2 days, and vice versa if it's red and then green. Yeah. You have to repeat things 3 times for people to listen. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I like to talk and I like to educate and like to share knowledge, and that's why I always overemphasize this than like give you fake predictions. Like once I'm done sharing my setups, I've got nothing to talk about but to explain stuff and to answer comments, and that's the beauty of it, to be honest. Unless we take a trade, obviously. Like, with the whole idea behind me going live every single day during the NY session is for me to share every single trade I take live with the stop loss, with everything. So, good to short ETH now? Probably not. How does the bear flag on Bitcoin look? Do you think it's still playing out? Thank you, Aiden. And again, I hate patterns, I hate indicators, I use 0 indicators. Again, let me make it clear for those that are new here. Again, thank you for commenting. Welcome to the family. But I use 0. Bear with me, guys. Indicators. And 0. Guys, I'm just enjoying my time back. Please take a screenshot of this. Again, I literally have a video. You're welcome to watch it, which is free trading course. And then I'm pretty sure, let me see which one. I don't have a video about the patterns. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Maybe this. Well, I think maybe the last one I had like a pattern. I think so, or the idea of why I hate patterns. Oh, sorry guys, I rant a lot, so I forget. Maybe no, I'm not sure. I think I had a video, but I mean, I think I'm mistaken now. Don't invest. Okay, so I guess I don't trade patterns, but I don't have a video about it. So, hello from Peru. Thank you, Ernesto. I see you that you've commented by. Okay, so I got your comment. Would you ever pull an anchored view up from the start of the move? Same place as the volume profile. Okay, so I'll tell you this. Anchored view up. Okay, let me start with the volume profile. Volume profile is best used within a range. That could be a lower time frame range, a higher time frame range. Again, it's all about how you use it. You only want to use it to analyze. So there isn't a certain formula, but I would recommend you at least doing it whenever price seems to be rangy. Yeah, so moving sideways kind of. It's not very useful to put a volume profile like this, if you know what I mean, like on a uptrend or a downtrend. It can be useful, but not very useful. Yeah, because price didn't spend much time going up, so that wouldn't be good to find support, if you know what I mean. Yep. Second thing, if you want to use the anchored VWAP, the way I use it is only for uptrends and downtrends. So I'd say that's like different ways of using it. Volume profile for sideways movement, anchored VWAP from for impulsive movements, be it down or up. Yeah. For up, you take it from the bottom. For down, you put it from the I guess from the top. I guess, yeah, obviously. We are getting a move upwards with the NY session. Let's see how this, I guess, plays out. Again, I would love for to short. I would love to lose this section. Yeah, probably lose 70.5 again. If this was to get, I guess, reclaimed. So again, now going forward, I wouldn't think to short this because we can easily pump to 72.8, 73 very quickly and easily. All we have to do just to hold 70.7. Hold 70.7, get a quick and immediate pump to 72. Again, I would never ever long this. I'm just saying this for those that caught the long at 68 as given in the past days. You should be smart about it. Don't be closing now. You either see weakness, so you take profits with weakness, not fully, but take profits, or you continue with strength and you see no reason to close. Most of you guys fail because you literally would much rather close at little green than like risk the stop loss getting hit. And you should learn how to get a stop loss, or learn how it feels to get a stop loss hit. You shouldn't avoid it. Okay. Do you think we are going to 74k? I don't like to think, guys. As a professional, it doesn't pay me to have predictions and guesses. That's why, like, I am open for everything. Bitcoin, again, I can tell you that if Bitcoin holds this section of the chart, yeah, if it holds 71 and a half, yes, we can go to 74 very easy. But even if it's true, or even if I said this to you now, it's not helpful because like most people ask me about like a prediction so that they long based on my answer or short, and I don't want you guys to be doing that. Ahmed, may you please do a video for short-term scalps, like trading the smaller time frame? Again, I'm pretty sure you asked this because obviously you watched the free trading course and you feel unsatisfied about them. But if you haven't watched them, go and watch them. If you have watched them and you still need and you're still asking for scalp time frame videos, I would tell you to trust me. Like, I know my answer is going to be boring. The same stuff that make me come up with trades that are on the middle time frame, so day trading kind of, not scalp trading, would offer you similar trades had you just done or if you do the analysis, the same strategy that I'm teaching on a lower time frame. So again, like, just copy every single strategy video I've got by doing them on a lower time frame. You'll find trades. Doesn't matter. Like, it's replicable on all time frames, guys. 3k move sleeping. Yeah. And I guess, guys, that's why I always say, guys, come on. If somebody wants to follow me, if somebody wants to watch my daily live streams, understand that this content is purely for trading, for making a living by like making the most out of those little, and I guess this is little is subjective, little moves. Because yes, for an investor, seeing Bitcoin pump from 68 to 70 is like very boring. But if you know what we're doing here, and if you don't, just look up what trading is. This is like a strong move, to be honest. Like that doesn't happen every day. Is it good to short ETH? No, I've answered that. Look at Bitcoin's fair value cost to produce one Bitcoin. I don't care about it. Again, I'm a trader, guys. I don't care about the cost to produce Bitcoin. I couldn't care less. I know about fake outs, liquidity strategies, buy, long, short. That's it. Do you think Bitcoin breaks 72? To be honest, I know my answers are always boring, earnest, but again, I don't think, guys. I try to only use my brain when it comes to making money and trading. I don't want to think stuff. Like, how is it helpful for me to think that we can break something or break a level, if you know what I mean? Hi Ahmed, thank you for teaching us. Thank you Sonic, glad to see you here. Bokaya saying, what do you think about gold? Do you have any levels after the recent drop? To be honest, I mean, thank you for the question. Uh, I don't care much about it from a trading perspective. Yep, I'm happy to see it bounce from the POC, but after bouncing from here, I got nothing, to be honest. I think I've covered this level previously, but again, I don't want to make it. I don't want to. I want to make it seem as if I know, but like, look at this. Like 5% from the POC tells you that, like, literally you can get the teaching from the lives and the videos, and you can replicate them on every single asset, as long as an asset is openly bought and sold on the market. You can do the same strategies and use the same tools and everything. And regarding your question, I don't see a viable, I guess, zone. You can use the volume profile. It's very tricky, guys, to look for longs using my way of trading whenever it's like super impulsive to the upside or vice versa. So to be honest, I'd say that if you are looking to invest, this would be a major smart zone to buy. 3600 to like 3200. Yeah, as an investor, you can be smart about it. Other than that, I wouldn't be much of help, I guess. Thanks for reading my comment. What other indicators would you say are better than the RSI for me to look into? Do you look more at trends or indicators? I use no indicators, brothers, and again, I mean, you're welcome. I literally try and read every single comment. Sorry, I missed a comment, so I'll go back to a brother. But regarding your question, I will tell you this, brother Aiden. If I mean, it sounds bad, but if you got time and you can offer me at least an hour of your time to watch me live, I go live at NY session every single day. So like from, I'd say, 8 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, I try to go live by then. So it's like similar to now. And hopefully you will catch on to my strategies and the way I trade. But you can also get yourself, I guess, up to speed by watching those little free trading course videos. I got strategies and tools that I talk about. But to answer specifically, no, I use no tools. Sorry, no indicators, no patterns, no triangles, no head and shoulders, no nothing, no cup and handles, no RSI, no MACD, no EMA, no BMA, no anyhow. But yeah, so I guess what I primarily use are order flow, liquidity, volume profile, volume tools. Yeah, so anchored view of volume profile, liquidity, order flow. That's it. Yeah, and also pretty basic counter trading the norm. That's how I do it. Yeah, and again, as I've said, guys, if Bitcoin just holds on to 71, we can easily skyrocket to 72.8 very quickly and very easily. For the love of God, don't be longing now. It would be stupid of you to be longing with the market opening like this. I will never ever tell somebody to long. Yeah, a breakout. As a professional, we wait for higher because we have held from lower. We will never ever, hopefully guys, you should understand this. You should never ever long because the market is, I mean, holding a specific support or broke out of specific resistance area. Okay, so there's a question I think I've missed. Sir, please tell the short area. I want to take a short. Again, okay, so you said, okay, I can tell you what my closest short setup is. So I've said this is going to be between 73 to 74, but it's going to be a bit tricky because I'd probably just cancel it if we continue higher, because holding 71 could mean we go to 80 very quickly. So it's going to be a potential zone of interest, not a absolute zone to short. And also something to pay attention to, maybe you didn't mean it this way, but I want to correct you if you did mean it this way, which is, you said that you asked for a short because, quote, and I quote, I want to take a short. So that is a weird way of, I guess, trading, guys. It's not about you wanting to take a short or you wanting to long. It's about what the market offers. Yeah, I don't just open my chart and say, oh, I want a long, I want a short, guys. Even if you want to short and I see no short or good short trade, I'm not going to be randomly giving you something. Yeah, I don't care if you want or you don't want. Like and I want to make it very clear, guys. Give me a second here. ETH is looking juicy. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it has pumped, but only because of Bitcoin. So that tells you like that Bitcoin is the market mover. Uh, mm, 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 mm. For the love of God, don't trade patterns. Thank you, Wayne. Hold on. So I think I missed quite a few comments. Probably not. That was quick. How exactly do you know that the 72K got rejected? I'm not sure what you mean. Bro, it's pumping to 80. Maybe. How are you, my friend? Thank you, Amur. Do we have a strong resistance coming? The closest one would be 72.8 to 74. We got nothing between 71 and 72.8. Yeah, so Bitcoin can continue pumping similar to what it has done in the beginning of the day for an extra 2%. Yeah, but again, don't be longing, please. Yes, the POC. I longed. Amazing. Like is this quality setup? Yeah, exactly, guys. So Murad is saying that he longed the hit of 68 and he put a stop loss. Hold on, let me show you. So he entered upon the reclaim. He put the stop loss below the wick and he took profits at 70.5. Perfect. Like, hopefully you didn't close it fully, but had you just entered here, stop loss here, took profits 50% here, now stop loss at entry, and you are continuing 50% more potential upside, then you literally did exactly what I been talking about, which is like how to exactly manage an open trade. Okay, interesting. Everyone has different methods. I'm 2 years in crypto, still lost to learn. I'm open-minded. Thank you, brother. Yes, and that's why I always say, guys, that I'm a random guy on YouTube, sharing my content, sharing my knowledge, sharing my technical analysis. These sort of tools and like strategies have made me profitable. They don't necessarily, or that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm only the correct guy. You can trade with the RSI, even though I hate it and I have an issue with it. But again, you can maybe become profitable with it. Yeah, just be open for trying and learning everything out. The reason why I'm hating on the RSI, other than it being like an illogical static formula, main reason is because I've tried it myself. So I'm not hating on something that I didn't try. I've tried the RSI, I've tried the MACDs, I've tried everything under the sun. So I've tried all patterns. I know all patterns, guys. So again, like, I'm not hating on them. I was a pattern trader for some time. Thank you for doing this. Just started trading full time. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you, Chris Banks. Thank you, brother. Hopefully it goes amazingly well and you make multiples on your money. Itachi saying, if you follow Ahmed, you will learn how market moves, and based off that, you can make money. Not easy, but that's reality. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for stating a fact, which is that it's definitely not easy, guys. And think about it this way: like, had it been easy, or if it was easy, nobody would be making money out of it, because everybody would be buying and selling, and that would like break the markets. So it's definitely not easy. What would you say to someone who has right now a short from 70, opened by order from yesterday before the bump? Hands are shaking, heart is beating fast, liquidations at 90. Okay, so first of all, whatever I'm going to be saying wouldn't fix your current situation, but would hopefully fix your mindset and your trade management going forward. So first of all, let me point out your mistakes. Mistake one is that you had a limit order. I always tell you guys, for the sake of God, for the love of God, don't ever, like, even if, like, again, you said that yesterday you had put a limit order here, wanting to short this zone. Even if this is the most kind of nicest looking zone to short, I would never ever recommend somebody to be putting a limit order, because you want, guys, come on. God gave us a brain for a reason. I teach you guys to look for a reaction for a reason. We are already kind of like, it's already written for us to be losing 30 to even 60% of our trades. Why make it higher by putting limit orders? We can avoid a good portion of the potential losing trades if you just put an alert and you look at the reaction, because sometimes, a lot of times, we can avoid losing by avoiding entering. So mistake number one, you are using a limit order. You're not using your brain and your eyes to think about entering before you enter. And that is a big mistake. Yeah. for the love of God, don't ever, going forward, stop using a limit order for trading. For investing, it's fine. If you think, for example, if you think that you want to buy with Bitcoin going lower, even myself, by the way, guys, I think I haven't said this, I have a limit order at 61K. But for an investment, like something I want to hold, similar to what I do with gold, stocks, and everything else. So if you are investing, it's fine to put limit orders. If you are trading, the whole idea about trading is for you to see the reaction, understand the market. Like, again, the reason why I didn't short the fake out here was because it happened before NY. So timing is important. How can I put a limit order when I cannot know for sure when the time, or at what time will we hit the specific zone? So for the love of God, understand this, guys. Yep. Give me a second here. And what again? Like, let me continue reading your comment. Second mistake. I'm not sure if you have a second mistake. That's what I mean. But again, second mistake is that you opened again, sorry for using it as an example, but hopefully this would be a good educational moment. Yeah. You opened a short at 70 for some reason, and you are still holding till now. Like, where is your stop loss? I mean, you mentioned to me that you got a liquidation price at 90. As a professional, I couldn't care less where your liquidation price is at. Notice how I've never ever, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, asked someone what is their liquidation price. I always ask for the stop loss, because the stop loss is what true risk management is about, and is what trading is about. Trading is not about the lines. Like, this whole shenanigans that we are doing here is maybe 30, 40, 50% of what trading is about. Primarily, trading is about actually knowing how much to risk per trade. So you not having a stop loss and having your hands and legs shaking does not mean that you're not gambling. You're gambling, my friend. Yeah. What can you do now? Again, I don't want to tell you what to do, because I can tell you to close now, and then price drops, and then you go, oh my friend, why didn't you let me continue? Again, I don't want to tell you what to do, but a mistake is a mistake. So if you understand probability and you understand how to cut your losses, a mistake is a mistake. You shouldn't continue. Even though it can drop, you want to understand that you only take actions based on the the stuff, or I guess the givens that are at or while you are making the decision. You will never ever just look back at a decision after the outcome has happened, because obviously I can tell somebody that they have made a mistake by shorting 70. I can tell them to close now, but then they will hate me if Bitcoin drops. But that would mean that they don't understand true probability, and also true a true way of judging decisions. Yeah. Hey Ahmed, isn't this clearly taking out the high set prior to NOI? Yes, but also context matters. So whenever I see the value, that's why I always tell you guys to understand and don't be memorizing stuff. Yes, I literally have a video where I say, as a viable strategy, you can be waiting for the Monday open, NY session high to be taken, or pre-NY session high of the day to be taken out. So this was the high of the day. Now we are taking out the high. But even without Exo chart, even without the order flow app that I've got, I'm saying I'm not going to be shorting now. Why? Because context matters. Guys, on the higher time frame, this is the value area high. This is the daily MPC being reclaimed. This was a hit and then strength back to it. We got the anchored VWAP being reclaimed of the top. We got an easy potential quick move to 72.8 as I pointed out. So everything points towards higher. I want you guys to understand and understand context to make a judgment, rather than blindly shorten the daily takeout, daily high takeout, daily high SFP every single time. Yeah, it's not about like blindly taking a trade. Yeah. So hopefully you got the point. So maybe this ends up being an amazing fake out, and then we decide to short lower. But probabilistically, I would hate myself if I short now. or even like here. Why? Because we got lots and lots of stuff like flipped from resistance to support. So mathematically, probabilistically, we are more likely to go to 72.8 now than drop to 69. This is not my opinion. This is not something I'm predicting. I'm just saying as a probability, I would be gambling shorting now. That's it. Like, and I hope you guys will understand this point. Like, for in life in general, you wanna learn that you only judge yourself, or sorry, judge your decisions not based on the outcome, but based on the givens. I forgot, I need a better word to be using here, but based on the givens that were present during your I guess time of thinking about the decision. So it's very unfair for somebody to say, okay, it doesn't make sense to be shorting now, but then after like an hour Bitcoin drops. Bitcoin dropping does not make the decision to not short here wrong, if you know what I mean. Yep. RSI can be useful, but not often. No. Okay. What is your next setup? Forgive me, the last live stream didn't show to me. It's fine. I mean, my next setup would be probably wait for higher or wait for weakness by losing this section and maybe look for shorting this, or probably just not shorting this, but maybe waiting for lower if this whole thing loses. Yeah. But see how like I need lots and lots of stuff getting lost before I feel comfortable like entering against the trend kind of. Yeah, because obviously now with everything being below Bitcoin or below price, it would be kind of like suicidal to be, not literally, but I mean to be shorting while everything is below price. So that's how I want to teach you guys. Like most of the time we avoid doing stuff. Like most of the hours spent on the chart is so that we avoid trading, not to a trade. Yeah. Ahmed, how is your life in Dubai these days? You seemed at peace, which kind of answers my question. Few info and too many BS news online, so I'll appreciate hearing from you if you're okay sharing, obviously. Thank you, Khan. Yes. Okay, so how was my life? Been amazingly well, thank God. That I do understand that news seems worse than it truly is. I'm not here spreading like positive propaganda against the negative propaganda. I literally have no horse in the race, as they say. But I'm truly happy because sounds bad, sounds demonic, but with the issues going on, it's very very clear. I mean very very nice because there's less traffic, almost no traffic. Most companies and most jobs and even schools and universities have taken are doing it online, so that makes me able to travel and roam, I guess, freely. Other than that, it's all good. Everybody's like enjoying their life. Nothing is crazy. I guess 99% of the missiles or drones are getting intercepted. So maybe like six died since the beginning of the war, which has been going on for almost a month now. And I mean, one is a lot. I'm not saying six doesn't matter, but I'm just saying that I guess more people died with the car accidents in the past 25 days than the amount of those that died from the missiles. Yeah. I'm not sure why I turned it dark, but that's the true answer. So thank you for asking about me. Sorry, but also I got many of my friends, especially the Westerners one, have kind of fled, but they didn't run away. They just said they're going on vacation. Yeah. But as an Arab, I'm kind of used to this. Maybe it's because of me. I'm not sure. Maybe the issue is in my head, but I don't see an issue with staying. Is it a good move to pull a VU up from 68.4? 68 point. Yeah, I mean 68.4. I'm pretty sure like here. Again, price differs from a chart to another, but I'll put it this way: like anywhere from this low or from the section is a viable short, obviously. I mean not short, sorry. A viable anchored VWAP. You will see me do that. Like once Bitcoin clears this zone and we get the expected move upwards, I will delete this one because obviously it has been broken and it's no use to me. Yeah, and I'll put something from below. So thank you for this question. Yeah, it's a viable thing to put. Yeah, why I'm not doing it now? Maybe because I don't want to cluster my chart. I like it to look nice. And look at this, guys. Even with no order flow. Again, for those who are new here, I have an app that shows me the buys and sells and everything. It's called an order flow app. exo chart, but even without it, I can understand when to avoid shorting. Many would know, okay, many would know my strategy of waiting for the high and then shorting. But again, no weakness. Again, even if it was a viable potential trade, zero weakness, guys. Like, how could you, not you specifically, action tourists, but how can somebody think about shorting the fake out of the high when the high didn't even fully fake out, like on a 5 minute time frame, and we are still going up, so no weakness. Sorry guys. Sorry for direct asking, sir. No worries. I mean, you can ask me however much you want, how many times you want. That's all good. My current trade, I'm not sure what you mean. I think it will pump to 74.6. I don't want you guys to be thinking like, how is it? Does it pay the bills to be thinking? If you know what I mean, guys. Like, I know it sounds silly, but like, we don't want to be thinking, guys. By thinking, I mean like, think, use your brain, but don't use your brain to predict and feel where price will be going. Feeling and having a prediction where price will be going does not give you a setup. It could even like hinder your trades. So stop caring about them. What about limit orders to avoid fees? I mean, I've said this quite a lot, and I only say don't use limit orders in the context of using them as in like putting a certain price very far away and then you go to sleep. But obviously, if somebody knows what they're doing, even not much, but I usually don't. I've said this before, but I don't say it a lot because it would be confusing to say use the limit orders, but sometimes it would make the beginners feel that I'm not totally saying to not use them, but I'm saying to not use the limit orders. But once you want to execute an entry, an immediate entry, you can use the limit order feature in a way that would function as a market order. By that I mean like you can go on WEEX, whatever, and you can start clicking on the order book quickly, and then you put the price, and then you enter a trade. That would act as if you are entering a market order with less fees. So no, yes, it's smart. Thank you, Ayman. Sorry, I was AFK, currently at the dentist. Did y'all short the SFP? No. Not at my desk. No worries. Why is all this market manipulation happening? Why is Trump doing all of this when his son opened positions? To be honest, I always give you the most boring answer, but what do you care? As a professional, guys, we want to learn risk management, have a strategy, and that's it. Trust me. Your little $100 or even $1,000 or even $100,000, it's not affected by Donald Trump or his son. It's not that deep, guys. Delete Twitter. Stop caring about what Elon Musk is doing unless you want to be gambling, buying Dogecoin and all of those silly meme coins. If you want to become a professional, just have one chart, one strategy, and no noise. Please. 84 is looking good. I mean, every price is looking good. I'm not sure what you mean. You also spoke about Bitcoin going to 71 and failing to reclaim, being good for a possible short. Yes, going to 71 point. No, price changes. So now this is what 71.8 used to represent. So whatever is not in sight now is no longer valid. Hi Ahmed, unfortunately I missed the stream so far. Did you enter in any new trades? Thank you, Christian. No, I didn't take a trade so far, and lucky you. That is nice. Yeah. Ahmed, I also track value low, high, and POC on the monthly, weekly, kind of by using periodic volume profile, and I attribute significance to these. You think this is right? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can do so. Yeah, it's valid. Yeah, I mean, looking at the POC, I mean, think about it this way: like, whenever you are tracking the POC, the point of control of a whole month, even without like fully digging deep or fully caring that it's a month, the fact that it's a month is by itself important, because a POC of a literal 30-day period is important, no matter what everybody or anybody says. Sorry, profits over feelings. Yeah, Looks like false move Monday. Maybe. But doesn't matter, guys. Like, it can be false move Monday, true move, whatever, Tuesday. I don't care, guys. I had so many stop loss hit before with some high and some low risk, but since I watched Ahmed, my stop loss hit when I moved to entry and took 50% profit. Thank you, Talbot. Glad to see you. Doing amazingly well. Action Tourist saying, I thought the limit orders that are activated too quickly are treated as markets open by exchange, so you don't get a discount on the fees. No, it's you are literally adding to the order book. It's nice to see the community getting bigger. You deserve it. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, brother. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys. Thank you, Talbot. How do you know an area is lost? So I guess this is, I'll put it in my bag of asking the same question in a different way. You will never ever know if the area is truly lost or truly reclaimed. Even if I may say it, I only say it figuratively, not literally, because saying the area is lost kind of like has a notation or a notion that is like truly lost, like you can short. And it's never like the reality, guys. Trading is never straightforward. It's never about like, oh, 100% this, 100% that. Like, it's always about higher certainty, higher probability, putting a stop loss, and then like following and respecting your stop loss. Sorry, late, but here. Thank you, CryptoNet. What are we looking at? Okay, so for those that are just jumping in, we saw Bitcoin give us an amazing pump from 68k. Many of our family here took the long because obviously it was given on the last live stream where we said, don't mind my tired face, but we said that we can see a drop. But we also mentioned, and that's how I always speak, I give you lots and lots of probabilities and trades. So we've said, hold on, no, yeah, so let me do it quickly. So if Bitcoin was, we said here, and then let me quickly, I'm not sure if I drew it like literally, but yeah, here it is. Yeah, this was the trade that was given, 68k as a potential long that was mentioned yesterday. So if somebody is holding it, you would be smart to keep on holding, because now we are above, look at this, we are above the anchored view up, which for those that are new here, using the anchored view up from the top of a downtrend signals when a downtrend is reclaimed, or not lost, but when a downtrend is cancelled. Yeah, when we flip. So again, Bitcoin now going above the downtrend, it's no longer valid unless we lose it, obviously, but for the time being we are above it. We are also above the value area high. We are also above the daily and the NPOC with a higher volume section here. So everything, just without even looking at the order flow, by the way, guys, I don't have the order flow app with me today, so without even looking at it, I can tell you it's more likely that we go to 72. I've been saying this like since the beginning of the live stream, so from 71, and it still remains to be true that I'm still leaning towards going higher. Yeah, the only like sign of weakness will be like losing everything here. That's why, for the love of God, don't open longs, but keep longs. There's a very, very clear difference, major difference between saying I'm expecting higher, so hold longs, and I'm expecting higher, so open longs. I will never ever tell you to open longs just because I'm expecting higher. Expecting higher does not mean I know or I'm predicting for that Bitcoin will be going higher, and also does not mean that this is a viable setup. Yeah, you know me, guys. Like, I'm just repeating myself for the new viewers out here. Like, if you're a long time viewer, you would know that Ahmed would never ever tell us to buy when we're going up or tell us to sell when we're going down. I'm just repeating this for the new viewers out here in case somebody wants or needs to hear this. What are your thoughts about the monthly or weekly view ups? Valid, yeah, they're valid. I don't incorporate them that much. I do have them on the ExoChart app because I try to like minimize the amount of lines, but they are valid. Yeah, especially like as the month progresses, it becomes more and more valid, obviously. Yeah, so like putting an anchored view up at the beginning of March, the more data we get, the more valid it is. Yeah. Ahmed, the information you've shared in these publications has truly made a huge contribution to my perspective. Many things seemed meaningless before now make much more sense. People sell useless information for money that can't even come close to the quality of the info you're providing. You share much higher quality for free. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother, for making my day with a nice comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you for such feedback. And I'm glad that those hours being put in, shared for free, are making a difference in anybody's life. Are you switching back to regular time now that Ramadan's finished? Yep, yes, this is the regular time back again. So anybody who's new here or even old, Ramadan Ahmed is done. Now we are getting to active Ahmed, which is going live at the NY session. So for the losing area, do you wait? And again, there isn't a specific timing that would be given or a time frame that you want to wait for before entering. It's all about intuition and context. I know that these are vague answers, but trust me, trading is very vague. Like, I can teach you where to put a stop loss, how to put a stop loss, how to have a strategy, but I cannot teach you exactly how to enter, because like it's all about intuitions and feeling, and it's always contextual. It looks different from time to time. Yep. And at the end of the day, no matter how much you do in terms of studying how to enter and how best to enter a certain trade, at the end of the day, stop loss will be hit lots and lots of times. The most successful strategies sometimes have a 50-50 success rate, 30-70, 60-40. So it's never 100%, 80%, 70% even. Never that. When is tomorrow's stream going to be? Similar to when I started today. So depending on how, I guess, timely I'll try to do it, or I'll begin from somewhere between like 8 to 8:40 a.m. Eastern time. So always an hour kind of before the NY session. Why don't you trade altcoins? I do it from time to time. So it is like, again, it depends on market, I guess, sentiment, market trends. If Bitcoin is super bullish, I sometimes randomly start enjoying trading altcoins. So it's not that I don't like literally trade altcoins. I'm just making more consistent profits in Bitcoin at the moment. You may just happen to watch me when I'm trading Bitcoin, but if you stick with me for 2-3 years, maybe you will see a random 2 months long period where randomly Ahmed is like loving trading like little coins. I'm just saying. Ahmed, many scholars saying futures. Any thoughts? Again, I would prefer I'd prefer you hearing it out from a scholar. Ahmed, do you think liquidation heat maps have validity to add any edge? Maybe. I'd question the source of the liquidations that are shown on the heat map, but you are welcome and free to use it. Yep. Wayne saying, daily Monday to Friday, Champs Crypto English around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Dubai time. Thank you, Wayne. Yes. Do you consider a short at 74K? Yes. So it's going to be a bit tricky because here it's more of a zone. So I'd say it's like from 72.8 to 74. It is a zone where we could be looking to short, but again, I would prefer seeing the reaction. Yeah. Let me put a volume profile if it wants to load even. Yeah, maybe 74 looks nice, or maybe what I'm going to be doing is like, hitting 74 and then losing 73.5. Maybe I'm just thinking it through, because always there's a case where Bitcoin goes above this, goes above that, goes above this, and then always continues higher. So you want to be very cautious, because any short, no matter when and where, taken above 71 is a low probability short, as I've mentioned in the beginning of the live stream. Yep. Prime Ahmed, thank you. Thanks. You are a very good teacher, sir. I am a big fan, and I see your videos every day. Thank you, Exploit. Thank you, brother. Ahmed, are you itching to short? I'm never itching to do nothing. Yeah. So what do you think? So what things do you look on the order book? Is it in your tutorials? Do you ever use Fibonacci retracement or for Confluence? Okay, so Fibonacci retracement is, sorry guys, it's part of my Confluence, but it's usually like at the tail end of the reasons why I'm entering a trade. Yep. Regarding like what I look on the order book, I primarily look at the CVD, open interest, and also the TPO. Ahmed, isn't it isn't that high at 76k a week high. Let me see. Let me go on Coinbase. Not necessarily, no. I wouldn't say it's weak. I mean, yes, on the 5 minute time frame, we can be, you may mean that just because of those weeks. No, it doesn't mean, it's not weak, to be honest. No, I'd say it's like, yeah, we do. I mean, obviously this is liquidity, but it's not very close to this zone, to be honest. So no, I wouldn't say it's weak. It's not like I wouldn't call it weak. I mean, it's fine. Like, we can, it's not a total, like, it wouldn't be a total surprise to go and take it out, but I wouldn't say it's weak. Like, I wouldn't say that it would be smart to just randomly short the SFP off it. Yeah. Especially because this was literally an SFP, and Bitcoin dropped quickly without anybody like being prepared for it. So I would question shorting a fake out of this fake out again. And it's all about probability. So whenever I'm answering from a probabilistic, high probabilistic chance, not from a either it being true or not. Yeah. We got the webcam again. Whenever this happens, that means it's overheating, and that means that it's going to be off. So what I'm going to be doing is that instead of like turning the stream off, I will, give me a second, I'm going to be turning it off, like literally physically turning it off, and then we'll let it cool down a bit. Give me a second, guys. All right, we are, or I am back for the time being, at least. Give me more seconds, guys. Let me see something too. Yep. Liquidation maps are 80% inaccurate. I've heard recently exchanges don't release this kind of info. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I always been saying, like, I always question like the source the liquidation maps are, I mean, are getting like those like information from. So again, that goes for it. I've never seen it. I've never like seen proof about it. This all looks like a classic distribution zone. Maybe. Give me a second here, guys. Ahmed, don't worry, we can survive without seeing your beautiful face for a bit. I have a long open. Where do you recommend to start taking profits? Again, we can start by saying like, or I can start by asking you, where did you enter the trade from? So that makes a difference, because if you had just taken a trade now, that would be different. But I can't give you a full answer, to be honest. I tried answering, but then I truly need to know like at what was your entry. Yep. We are getting a bounce from gold. All right, so you entered at 69.3. 69.3. I'm assuming like you longed 69.3. You probably randomly longed the pump. Am I right? And maybe you can answer me before I do anything else. Yeah. Because unless there's a huge price discrepancy, you couldn't have caught the bottom here, because it's 69.6. Yeah, so again, you longed 69.3, you gambled, so that was wrong. So again, I would much rather like scold you about like entering a gambling trade than like giving you props for making a profit. I mean, it's obviously nice to like make a mistake and make money at the same time, but hopefully this does not fuel a wrong habit. Yeah, or doesn't like build a habit, because you truly gambled, brother. But now that if I try to I mean, look past it and give you an answer, I would tell you to maybe be greedy. You can put an anchored view up here and see, like, only think about, don't be closing any size, but move your stop loss to entry. You should move your stop loss to entry now. So if you had entered here, you put a stop loss to entry, and then you don't take profits at all, unless you see Bitcoin. And again, that would be something like, I will give you a zone, not necessarily a certain area. Unless you see Bitcoin losing like 71 to 70.5, depending on what you want to pick. Like, depends on, I mean, it's up to you. Yeah. Once this is lost, you take 50% off. If this is not lost, you continue 100%. So I hope you understand that we are trying to maximize the potential upside. Because obviously, like, if Bitcoin goes back to 70.5, you would say, oh, I wish I had closed it fully at the top or taken profits at the top. But trust me, like, you want to make decisions based on what's given now, not based on the outcome. Like, stop judging your decisions based on the outcome, guys. Yeah. So again, this is what I would do had I entered a trade from lower. Now, obviously, I would never ever gamble and enter like you. So hopefully you stop doing this. Please, guys, don't be longing like randomly. But just because you got lucky, you can continue with it, because I mean, you got lucky with the trade going your way. Yep. Ahmed, a short is looking interesting. We swept 71.5 with no follow through. Again, you can say it looks interesting and it's valid, because we technically like saw NY open, continue higher, took out the high, and now we have taken out the low. So yes, or not the low, sorry, we took out the high. Yeah. So technically valid. Probabilistically, if you go on a 15-minute time frame, we are literally, potentially easily going higher. So I don't want to do it. I mean, if somebody wants to take it, go ahead. I mean, the stop loss wouldn't be too far away, so it's going to be a tight trade. But from like my risk perspective, my probabilistic view, I will never allow myself to enter when I see on the higher time frame all the reasons that would stop me to. So hopefully you got the point. Like, I'm not saying it's not a valid trade. I'm just saying that I wouldn't do it now. I wouldn't allow myself to do it. Yeah, I will only think about shorting if it loses like all of this. Maybe. I'd much rather miss out on the TPT top, if that's even correct. Yep. On ETH it looks a bit nicer. So maybe just maybe. Let me delete once it loads. Sorry guys for not having the webcam again. But yeah, on ETH looks a bit better, because obviously like it's happening with below the anchored VWAP, but you're also above the POC, and also does not, like, ETH having a resistance does not change the fact that Bitcoin doesn't have resistance. So, and again, I always teach you guys to like start like doing your TA on all altcoins with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the major important thing. Give me a second here. Yep, let's try and like turn the camera back on. Give me a second. We're back. Thank you guys for. Hopefully doesn't. Yep, we're back. Thank you guys. Hopefully didn't miss me much. Yep. So let's just see. Again, like, it's a valid trade on a lower time frame. Contextually, I would never take it, to be honest. Yep. So I guess we'll let it play out a bit. Ahmed, during the NW, I guess you mean NY. Thank you, Drago. You're welcome, I mean. During the NY session, is it important for you that price fails to close a 4-hourly candle? No, I don't. Again, guys, I have lots and lots of rants, literally repeating myself, saying that I don't care much about time frames. Like, time frames, in their essence, are just a way of visually, like, telling a story about a previous time or a previous period. So they don't mean much. Like, what is the difference between the 4-hourly time frame or the 4-hourly candle and the 3.5-hourly candle? If you know what I mean. Like deeper, I guess, way of thinking is like, it doesn't matter as much. Yep. Hey brother, what's planned for today? I mean, it's been planned, but again, like holding this zone wouldn't allow me to short. I'll probably wait for higher. And higher would maybe like the zone for a short. If lower does come, I would want to see weakness by losing like the zone of like 71 to 70.5. Because what if we do this and continue higher? So again, I'd much rather lose out on a short than like enter and then like lose. But we can drop obviously. But again, I would wait for 70.5 to get lost before I call it a true weakness. Yep, because contextually it may look like a scalp. A scalpy fake out, but on a 1 hourly time frame, looks strong. Yep, like we are still below. We are still above the anchored view up, signaling that we have taken away or we have reclaimed the downtrend. So we are above it. By reclaimed, I mean like we have cancelled the downtrend or broken the downtrend, and we are above the zone of volume. So that's how I always make my decisions. I don't make them in terms of like what can happen, because everything can happen. I only make them with like what's the most probable outcome to happen. Hopefully guys you got the point. Ahmed, during the NY session, if price, I've read this. I don't care about a certain candle close, guys. So just to answer your question quickly, doesn't matter to me. Thank you, Vikrant, for being here. Tahar, thank you, brother, for showing up, and everybody here. By the way, I mean, I just decided to read your names for some reason. How was your holiday, brother? Pretty good. Very, very nice. But I'm very, very happy to get back on the grind, I guess, because I mean, it did have a truly different essence going live at a regular time, guys, with you. Do you really think you are turning a profit, bro? All right, so hold on. Do you really think you are turning a profit, bro? After renting an office, house, food, fuel for your car, and socializing? Yeah. I mean, think about it this way. Let's do all of this and have money, in equities and everything else. Like, that's like, if it's true, then yes. Like, if, let's just say I'm making X amount, and I live and I do all of this stuff you mentioned in the comment, and I still have more to invest. Logically, I'm making a profit. So yes, the question is written in a weird way, but it's true. Give me a second. Yep. So let's just wait again. And by the way, guys, I haven't said it now, and we've been literally going live for almost 2 hours. But if somebody wants to actually, move to WEEX, WEEX is an amazing exchange that does truly. Again, guys, I also wanna like always emphasize this point. I'm repeating myself every single day, but bear with me, guys. I only say it once every 2 hours, or once a stream, kind of, which is like you can use my link only if you want to actually move to a professional exchange that has lower fees, better entries with a stop loss, and you also get to have the same stop losses and also entries as I do. And what else? Obviously the link is a promotional link, an affiliate link, so what it gets you is actually the highest bonus possible, and it makes you eligible for for every single trading competition we run every single month. So every single month we run a monthly, obviously, we're on a monthly trading competition every single month from the name of it, but I just want to repeat myself. So if you want to be eligible, you can use my link to trade. Regardless of using my link, yes, it does support me. I have nothing to sell you. You can, I guess, indirectly support me by using the link only if you want to. Yeah. Other than that, the exchange is something I truly recommend. I've been using for more than a year now. It has helped me become more profitable. And again, like one of the nice features I like is that WEEX does have the ability to enter separated trades. So you can enter a long and a short opposing trades. Like most exchanges, if you have an open long and it's profitable, it has been open for a week. If you want to open another one, like a long or short, if you want to open a short, it's going to be closing your long. If you want to open a long, it's going to be stacking up with the other long. So it's going to be ruining your entry. So if you want to actually trade open trades and hold them at the same time. WEEX has this feature after you make an account on WEEX. Sorry guys, my nose is itchy for some reason. Top right corner, you can actually again like separate trades and have it as a feature. Give me a second guys here, sorry. All right. Thank you, Wayne. So yeah, Wayne just commented with the link, and the link is obviously pinned in the comment section and in the description. And again, guys, before I forget, if somebody wants to join the free Telegram channel, you can obviously do so. Again, I have nothing to sell you guys. Everything is for free. I make sure to say this because obviously if I point at the Telegram channel, you may think it's paid, but no, I literally make sure. I also write, I say that it's free and I also have it written down. So the only reason why I'm talking about it or mentioning it is because obviously whenever I go live, just because the timing is not truly set, so sometimes I'm a bit lazy or I'm a bit late or whatever, or I'm a bit busy. So I send the link whenever I go live. And if I have a different kind of, or I have a new TA, I try to post them on the Telegram channel. So nothing to sell you. You can use my link to move to a professional exchange for day trading. So you might as well just use the link to get the bonus and to support me. It's not a thing that I'm going to be selling you on. And Telegram channel is just for those that want me to spam them more. That's it. Why don't you trade US stocks? You are active during the right time frame. You invest, so you must know deeply about equities. Again, me investing does not mean I'm smart about investing, guys. Investing is very easy, but I do have some knowledge about investing and picking stocks. But that doesn't mean I can trade them. I mean, I can try them, but I'm finding more success in Bitcoin. It's like you're turning a profit. You're making a lot of money by trading X. Why don't you do another or try another? What different does it do? Like, what different does it do? Like, if you know what I mean. Like if I remove the pair, or I guess if I hide out the word Bitcoin and I even change the prices here, this is an asset, like a tradable asset. Like, we can go to Nvidia or we can go to Apple. It wouldn't make a difference, if you know what I mean. So it's not about like, why don't I trade? Like, if Bitcoin doesn't or stops becoming profitable for me, I can test out different assets. Like, that's the beauty of being or having the skill of trading, is that the skill is transferable on every single tradable asset, if you know what I mean. Can you repeat the plan one last time? Okay, so if Bitcoin holds on to 70.5, 71, we can fly easily higher. If we fly easily higher, I could be open for shorting 73, 74, but that would be a risky trade, or not risky, but lower probability trade, because Bitcoin can be going higher. If Bitcoin again wants to show me, or I guess like gives me weakness, if it wants to give me weakness, it would have to lose 70.5. If 70.5 is lost, then maybe you can retrace, sorry guys, the whole move lower, go back to 68, and then look for a long off of the low here, or 65.5. So what's important now is literally this zone. Yeah, if Bitcoin keeps on holding 71, I'm going to be waiting for 73 plus. If Bitcoin loses 71, 70.5, I can be potentially waiting for a drop. That doesn't mean I'm long in here or shorting the loss. That's the quick answer. Do you find trading equities or commodities harder? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you mean like those two against Bitcoin or those two separately. If I was to answer, the way I think you meant it, I would say that commodities are easier than trading equities. If you mean that if both of them are harder than Bitcoin, I would say not necessarily. I just have more experience with Bitcoin, to be honest. Like, I haven't truly tried for months to trade equities. And also, if I was to trade equities, I would focus on one sector, or probably one stock even. So it wouldn't like be a whole representative of like the whole equity markets. Do you think a sweep of 67.3 is likely? Again, I don't know. I don't think any comment that starts with "do you think" is probably going to have the same answer, guys. Thank you for repeating the plan, Ahmed. I also arrived late on the live. No worries, guys. I try to do my best, to get everybody, I guess, well on track. Again, guys, for those that would love to get more of me, only subscribe and maybe hit the notification bell if you understand what we were doing here. Just a boring channel that goes live every single day, talks about expectations, talk about setups and how to make money, teaches strategies, and that's it. Like if you think that I'm going to be talking about a bear market, a bull market, oh my god, 100 million, 100k, no, I'm just a boring guy that focuses on education and profitability and making money. If you want to learn a skill to make money, then go for it. If not, then it's fine. You don't have to sub to me. We're just building a very niche, I guess, well-tight family. What else? Let me see how many likes we got. Thank you guys for pushing the like button. Can you take a look at soybeans? I know you're not joking, but I wouldn't look at it. It's not something I would be, I guess, adding more info to it. Just copy whatever I teach, and you can trade soybean or whatever. Yep. And again, guys, thank you, Wayne. Yeah, this is my Instagram, guys. Ahmed on chart is my Instagram. Wayne just posted it, guys. Thank you. What's the difference between holding trades longer and taking profits earlier, and using the profit off the trade to add to the margin capital so that we don't round trip the profits? I wouldn't recommend doing that. Learn to round trip the profits, but don't round, or that's better than getting to take a trip with a stop loss and getting the liquidation hit, if you know what I mean. Been watching your stream since first moon show crypto kid went to the hospital. Wow. Again, thank you, Jordan. I like the fact that somebody who's been watching me for a good while doesn't comment much. I'm truly I guess appreciative of that. You don't have to comment, but it makes my day to understand that there are viewers out there that are silent. Thank you. What else? So thank you. I mean, that takes me to, I guess that was like 3-4 months ago. Regarding question, I don't do that. What's the probability in percentage of a short winning if you entered now? Guys, I have no idea. What do you mean? Like, guys, we are looking for setups. It's not about like, oh, I want to enter a short. What's the possibility we go down? You remind me of Luffy from One Piece TV. Fair enough. I mean, hopefully this is a compliment. He is the main character, so I guess it has to be a compliment. Maybe it's not, but thank you either way. Thank you, brother. I do know who he is, even though I'm not an anime watcher, but you just mentioned one of the most famous ones, so it's going to be a shame if I don't know who Luffy is. But again, so I guess getting stuck on the Luffy comment. If somebody wants to watch me daily, you can do so. You can sub to me. If you don't want to, it's fine. Again, if you want to actually, and especially for those that are trading with real capital, with actual like larger amount, is going to be a waste of your money and time if you're not trading on a trading tailor-made exchange for trading, because obviously on WEEX you get to open trades on opposing sides. You can hold longs, you can open shorts at the same time, lower fees, amazing stop loss respect, and it's the reason why I've been using them. And obviously if you watch me daily, you can get to copy my stop losses and everything, because obviously the price does differ from an exchange to another. So if you want to copy my stop loss, it wouldn't be exactly the same if you're not using the same exchange. Again, I am truly recommending WEEX for those that are actually trading with real capital, so that they save on fees and actually get real better entries. But obviously the link here is an affiliate link, so I try to not overly promote it, but again, I don't think there's a shame on, I guess, recommending the only true thing I generally use. So if you want to support me, yes, this would be a link to do so with, because obviously if you click the link, then you would be taken here with the referral code being champs, yeah, all lowercase with an S. It's going to be automatically applied, but in case you want to download the app, then you would have to manually type it in. So champs, all lowercase, so CHAMPS, lowercase all with an S, obviously. That would be the referral code. And again, it would give you a bonus, but again, guys, the bonus is not that amazing. Like, obviously a welcome bonus, it helps you a little bit, but I want you only move to WEEX because you understand the importance of getting a day trading tailor-made exchange, and the link is only for support and maybe just for a little bonus again. And also you'll become eligible for the trading competitions we run. So I mean, that is a good nice thing, I guess, that would be helpful for some. But again, guys, thank you for being amazing, and I'm glad to have had an amazing start to the prime time, Ahmed, as Action Tourist called us. Again, I go live every single goddamn day. However, today we happen not to have taken the trade, but again, at least we got to cover the market and like prep you guys to what to do and what not to do. So thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you, Action Tourist. Thank you, Hamad. And thank you, everybody here, guys. Every single person. I don't want to start reading names because you have been amazingly supportive, and you are the sole reason why I still talk and do what I do, guys. So again, thank you guys for being a legendary. Thank you for enduring the pain of watching me at the middle of the night for a month. Now we are back to normal, getting to cover the NY session fully before and after the open.